Visit some of our parks here in Des Moines. Jen Fletcher, as always, with Des Moines Parks and Recs. This is a special deal. I mean, specifically, the Woodland Cemetery. It has been selected as the official location for National Wreaths Across America program. What is that again, for folks that don't know?
So December 14th, across the country, wreaths are laid for veterans' graves across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's powerful. It's a powerful imagery. It's a way to honor those who have served. And why do you think Woodland Cemetery was picked, other than it being really an iconic rolling hills special place?
I think because of just the vastness of the history we have. I mean, we have veterans from the War of 1812 up through World War I, World War II. I mean, it's really an interesting place even to take a walk through just on a regular Saturday.
And I know, and I like to use any excuse I can to bring this up, you know, military is kind of a big deal to you.
A little bit, yeah. I'm very proud. My son's in the Marine Corps, and he's serving in New River in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, a little close to my heart.
Yes.
Thank you for asking.
A shout out once again, and we appreciate all the service members out there. And here's a chance for those of you to honor those who are no longer here physically. How can people get involved? Because I mean, it looks amazing when it's done. And here's a live look out at the cemetery right now. You can see Old Glory blowing there. It's a common scene that you'll see throughout the year. It doesn't happen overnight, though, so to speak, even though it kind of does. You know, folks maybe you need a little help here.
We need a whole lot of help. Although it's a one-day event, we have 750 wreaths that we're going to place, and these are $15 a piece. Right now, we have just about 120, so we really want people to step up and give $15 per wreath. I mean, you can sponsor as many wreaths as you want, but for $15, you can just do one and help us make the cemetery beautiful for one day for those veterans.
How do they do that? Is there a website you have them go pay, or do they mail in a check, or?
dmparks.org, we have a link right off there, or you can go to the National Wreaths Across America site and donate there.
That is cool. That is so cool. And for folks that want to come out and view again, the date is?
December 14th.
Okay, so go out and check it out. They'll have everything all laid out, and it'll be kind of a really cool time with tie in the holidays, and when we are thankful for so many things, be thankful for those folks that give us the ability to enjoy the freedoms that we have. And yeah, very cool. Very big honor for Woodland.
Yes, we're very, very proud to be a part of this national project.
All right, so head over to the website. If you want to donate, they could use the assistance that way right now. Jen, it's always good to see you, and thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Short